This is Lori or Pink Girly. This is a live stream, an impromptu. I'm calling it Impromptu Painting. What did I call it? Painting Canvas Bags for the Littles. And now I'm going to see if I can find me on my phone. So if anybody pops in, I can read the chat better. Doesn't look like it's registered there yet. Let's see. Let's go out and try to go back in. Let's see if I have anybody pop in. I think I'm live. Yeah, there's my timer. Okay. I'm not finding me on my phone. You just got up? I got up not too long ago. How you doing, Dev? Hi, Holly. Hi, Nashua. I'm trying to find myself on my cell so I can read the chat better. And I've not popped in here yet, so there I am. Woohoo! I'm good, Dev. Glad you're doing well. I'm all caught up, I believe, on my have to get done things for Christmas and shipped out, so that's always a good feeling. And I've just got this little project left I want to do for my grandkids, and I thought, well, my channel could use a little bit of a boost. So Sundays kind of seem a little slow, so I thought maybe I'd pop on for a little bit and hopefully not embarrass myself doing this project. Let's see. Hi, Anne. How are things in sunny Florida? We just had a little snow squall come through here. It's not snowing now. It only snowed for maybe about 5 minutes. It's already done. But it does look very gray today. Like today might be a snow day. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes. I've given myself a very small space to work in, girls, because I'm in the middle of wrapping gifts, but I need to get these bags done because rather than giving my grandkids, hey, Laura, any snow today up at your place? We just had a little bit of a snow squall here come through. And rather than doing a stocking, because my daughter does stockings, I'm putting their art supplies and a couple little things in these canvas bags. And my granddaughter, who's 5, is into unicorns. And we'll see if she still likes unicorns at the end of Christmas Day, because their house is going to look like it threw up unicorns. That's all I'm saying. So I put, if anybody watched Kathy Arbor last Thursday, she was talking about this graphite paper. Hi, Candy. Good morning. And I've had this in my stash for years because when I did my craft shows and things and I would paint and do items like that, I usually bought a pattern book and then traced everything and then painted it. So I had a bunch of this. And I thought it would work well. I'm tracing my patterns on my canvas bags because the thing with pencil is the paint doesn't always cover your pencil lines. So I thought, oh, well, let me get out I don't know how to say the name of it. I think it's Cyril Sarah, I forget how they pronounce it, but it's just got graphite, real thin film of graphite on the one side. You can get it in white and black. Maybe you can get it in other colors too, but they're the only two that I'm aware of. And then you can trace it. So I just put my stencil down here. This is going to be Charlotte's. Oh, it's white, so you're not going to really see it very well. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can clear it up. I've got a rainbow over here and clouds. And then down the corner, I put the, oh goodness, I'm sorry, guys. Down the corner, I put the unicorn. So now Jack, he likes dinosaurs, and I was going to do dinosaurs for him. But I got these little things to hang on the handle of the bags. Who did I miss? I see Carol. I missed Candy. Okay. And of course, I got the unicorn for Charlotte's bag. This was a last minute decision by the checkout, going out of Michael's. I'm great for last minute decisions. But then for Jack, I got this little puppy dog. I didn't see it. I wasn't looking for a dinosaur. I probably could have, but they were calling me to come and check out. So I'm thinking I need to put dogs on Jack's. So I'm going to ixnay the dinosaur because I have this little pack of plastic stencils, and I know there's a dog and bone in here, so I'm going to go with that. So let me pull that out, and I thought before I trace this on, I would wait for you to get here, and I can show you what I'm doing for anyone who's not familiar with using this tracing paper. So, okay, so here we have, oh, okay, I see the dog is running that way. We've got a paw print and a bone. So that's what Jack's going to get. This is really just a vehicle to hold their little art things that I picked up for them. They really wanted some washi tape this Christmas. I think they weren't really allowed to have it before. Hey, Susan, good morning. Because my granddaughter, before my grandson arrived, I had given her some washi tape. This was several years ago now. And I think she had it all over the kitchen wall, which really is not a problem because, it pulls right off. But I think Dad and Mom wanted her to know that she could not just be taping things on, the kitchen wall. Hey, Mitzi. Good morning. It's good morning here anyway. I don't know. What time is it for Nashua? I know she's not in the States, and Devin is not in the States, but Nashua is quite a distance away, so okay, so did I put that dog back on there? Oh my goodness, girls, did I really? I did. I clipped it back on the ring. Okay. All right, so I'm using this graphite, I don't know what else to call it, graphite type tracing paper. It's not regular carbon paper. It's for art and painting, and my acrylic paint will cover it. And so I'm really not crazy about this little dog here, but this is what I'm going to go with. And I don't think Jack at 2 years old is going to really care a whole lot. So you just pick out your spot. I'm going to put the dog up here in this corner. I'm just going to go ahead and get started, gals. And now normally, let me see, I'm going to move my computer back just a smidge. Now I have a piece of cardboard behind the front cover of my bag. And I'm going to put, I really wanted to do dinosaurs really badly. But this dog is not going to go with the bag, you know? Am I being too anal about that? 8:25. Oh, okay. So you're only a couple hours different from me. I'm on the East Coast, and so it's 10:30 here. So I'm really feeling like, okay, this is how anal I am, okay? If I do the dinosaurs, I'm going to stop somewhere and see if I can find one of these in a dinosaur. Okay. If I do the dog, if this is a cute dog, but I don't think it's really that cute. They will probably the little stuffy off the bag. So you could do dinosaurs if you want. Yeah, Jack won't care. Although, you know what? I could do, boy, this is so soft, guys. I wish you could feel this. I could do dinosaurs and then add paw prints and bones and do a combo. I'm just not crazy about this dog because the dinosaurs I thought were real cute. Okay, let's do that. Let's do a combo. Because when when my daughter was pregnant with Jack, they were renovating the house and doing some work, and she was working full time. And where did I put it? Oh, here it is. And anyway, I took over the care of their puppy that they had. She's not really a puppy, she's an older dog. And it was just too much. The dog is a nervous dog. She was shaking all the time. The dog was unhappy. My daughter was stressing. So we took Lucy. And Jack asks about Lucy all the time. And so he does like dogs. So let's do a combo. He'll have a dog dinosaur bag. Actually, isn't that car cute too? He likes trucks and cars. I don't know if you can see it. These are cute little stencils. I have no idea where I picked them up, but I can guarantee you they were cheap. All right, so look at these really cute little dinosaurs. So I'm going to put this guy up here, and I'm just going to take a stylus. This is one of my daughters that I use. I got this. This was a set of 3, and this is the real fine tip. So, and you can use a pen that no longer has. Lucy is a great name for a dog, I think, because it's just the cutest little name. And this is a little white Maltese. And one of our favorite movies in my family is While You Were Sleeping, and the lead character's name is Lucy Eleanor Moderatz. And my daughter named her little puppy Lucy Eleanor, so that's her name. All right, so I'm just using this. You can use a ballpoint pen that's out of ink. You could use one that has ink, but if it tears through, then you're going to have ink on your project, so keep that in mind. You could really use a toothpick, but you don't want it to poke through. Yes, that's what I'm going to do, Candy. Great minds think alike. I'm going to do the dinosaurs and the puppy. All right, so I'm just going to get started, and I'm just going to trace around. Of course, I've got the graphite side down on my canvas. This is great, guys, because I have to get this project done, and you can keep me company while I'm doing it. And hopefully I'll get my channel will get a little bit of a boost because I don't stream at a regular time. Now, if I was doing this on a piece of wood, and you can't really see that because it's so light. Oh, I love little dogs. Big dogs kind of make me a little nervous, except I would like a Great Dane. And yes, happy images. He'll love it, I'm sure. I'm just going to use bright colors and just do basic stuff. And then I'm thinking I'm going to put their names. Like I'm going to put Jack's bag, Charlotte's bag, and I'm going to get this little dinosaur in. So I'm going to put him down here in this corner. I've had these canvas bags forever. I have no idea what my original thought was to do with them. And I came across them in my stash. And then I thought, instead of wrapping all this little stuff that I picked up for them, I could toss it in the bag, and then they can keep it in the bag and then drag it into the kitchen or their little work table or wherever they're going to do their art. And I'm just using, really, I could probably press a little harder, because if I remember correctly, this really does cover, the acrylic covers this very nicely. Okay, so there's two dinosaurs. I'm really liking this paw print. Now my piece of cardboard is not quite. All right, I'm going to put a paw print here. And I want to leave room for, now I'm going to be really nervous doing their names because I'm thinking about freehanding that. And I tend to not write big enough. Oh my gosh, I love that paw print. So is everybody ready for their, whatever they celebrate for their holiday? We haven't really done any baking or anything, but let's face it, we're not going to have any company. Aside from the craziness that's going on in the world we live today, we live about anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and 20 minutes away from our family. And my family refers to, I'm just eyeballing this, my house as Guam. Okay. So usually I would do New Year's Day dinner, which happens to be my most favorite meal of the year. But that's not going to happen this year for sure. So we're doing much, so I guess I'm ready. Well, that's good. It's always feels good to be done, be ready. Of course, I'm still knitting a few things. Holly, I started out trying that. I was going to make my grandson Nemo mittens. And they look like that little clownfish. But the directions are horrific. So ixnay that idea. And so I've got my daughter, hopefully today she's going to measure their wrists so I know what size to make them. And I'm just going to probably make a pair of striped and plain mittens. See if I can knock those out before Christmas. And what are you talking about, Lucille Ball? And wasn't a big, I mean, I can appreciate her show, but I was not really a huge fan of Lucy. Might have something to do with my first name. I don't know, girls. It's always been traumatic for me. Okay, I'm going to move my cardboard over just a little bit. And, all right, so his name is smaller, so that's going to go in the center. I think I'm going to hold off on putting anything else on there till I get his name in and see what's what. No, I was looking at one mitten pattern and it said 7.5 inches. I'm thinking, my goodness, that's how long my hand is. So it's crazy. So I'm going to have her take a measurement so I know what's what. Anyway, I figured, how long can it take me to make 4 little mittens, right? I mean, today's only the 20th. Woo, I got time. Okay, so I really should have gotten out a little palette of some kind. Let me put me, you know what, I'm going to sit my mouse there for a minute, so hopefully that is not going to blur out for you, make you crazy. And I grab a little dish here that I can use as a palette. I have those little bubble palettes somewhere, but I never can remember where I put them. Oh, I found one. Oh, yay. I love these little palette dishes, and you know what? I can never get them real clean. So I think the ticket is they're so inexpensive. Buy them, use them, and when they get so grubby you can't stand them anymore, toss them and get a new set. It's like a less than $1.50, I think, for like 6 of them or something. To me, it's not worth making yourself crazy trying to scrub them clean. All right, I'm just going to use black on this paw print. If I get that started, and I'm just going to use straight acrylic paint. I might use a wash of some kind at some point. And I'm not really paying attention to chat very much, ladies. I'm just going to tell you. And let's see. Ricky was too bossy. Oh, that's exciting, Anne. That'll be so fun. So fun. All right, so I'm going to pick out a brush. And I've got my paper towels right here. I actually have some water, which is unusual. And I'm just going to take most of that water out of my paintbrush, and I'm just going to start painting it. Now, I'm just treating this like it would be a stretched canvas, like I was going to be painting a canvas portrait or something. Now, my husband had picked up these markers for me. I'm going to try those too. Oop, I'm getting out of the shape there. I'll show you those in a minute. It says you can use them on canvas. Okay, this brush is causing me to go out of my lines. It's got a little bit of a, let me see if I can show you here. It's got a little bit of a point to it, which normally would not be a problem. But on the canvas, it's kind of, see, just kind of jumping out of line on me there. So let me see if I can find something that'll work a little better for me. Again, if you can see my work area. Holly knows, she knows I'm messy. Let's see, this is smaller, but it might give me a little more control. Let me see if this one will work. I'm just going to use something really small, especially if I get in these little. The canvas is not smooth, so you kind of have to push the paint in. I've had really good success with some cheaper brushes. The last pack that I got was at, we have a Five Below. It's called Five Below, and everything in there is $5 or less. And this was a package of brushes. There must have been, I think, 8 or 10 brushes in there. But and I'm hard on brushes, so I don't usually spend a lot of money. Of course, my phone's ringing. All right, let me grab that, ladies. Excuse me 1 second. Hi, honey. I'm streaming.
I'm running in Walmart. What kind of paint?
Okay. Did you hear what I said? I'm streaming, so I'm going to tell you quick. I need size 3T. Are you there? Okay. And like a jean, like a little pair of jeans, or black, or a tan color. The shirt I wanted to go with is red. but I already have gray. A dark navy would work. I have a blue, but it's not real dark. So any of those colors that go with a red shirt will be great. Okay, thanks, hon. Or bye. Sorry, ladies. I asked him to stop. I was putting together my packages, and I'm short a little pair of pants to go with a t-shirt for my grandson, for our grandson. So he's going to pick up a little pair of pants for me. So I apologize for that interruption. Let's see here. From a store, mass-produced canvas. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's why I like painting on upcycled handbags, because you can put your art on a handbag. And it's really fun to do, really to do that. You could really go into your, I'm sure a lot of us have a lot of old handbags sitting around. You could go into your own stash of old handbags, and before, especially if you're cleaning out, before you give it to Goodwill or whatever, Salvation Army, pick one out and paint on it. Give it a go. It's fun. I'll have to look that up. I love Nick the Booksmith. Anywho, this brush is definitely working out better, but I'm still not getting a real clear line like I think I want. Oh, thanks, Candy. But you know what? Is that the? I don't know that name of that person, but I know there's um, a designer person, Anika or something like that, that does has a line of hand painted purses and wallets, handbags. She might even have shoes. Oh my gosh, her stuff's beautiful. I have one of her bags. See, it just makes me crazy when I can't get that real smooth there. I mean, this kid is going to look at this bag for about 3 seconds and then just dig into all the jazz that's inside. Anyway, I ordered washi tape. They had it on their Amazon wish list. So I ordered 2 packages. They had one picked out, had 48 things of, I think 48 I can't think of the word. Little rounds of washi tape. And the other one had had to have 25 or more. So I split them up and put them in a pencil box. Holly had recommended a pencil box, but I was thinking a pencil box, a narrow one. But when I went to the dollar store, they had those bigger ones. And boy, they just all fit in there really nicely. And then there's some extra room there. I think I'll put a couple of pencil sharpeners, because I got some pencils to add in, and other little arty type stuff to go in, things that they can color and draw on stickers and all that jazz. A type of yoga. Oh, that might be the person I'm thinking of, Candy. Anushka, that might be her. If it's the person that I'm thinking of. All right, now I didn't get the bottom of that paw very well, so I've got to make a little. All right, so now I'm going to get a couple of different color greens out and do those dinosaurs. And then I thought once that dries, which may not be today, I can come back in either with more paint or a Posca pen and put some dots or some kind of little design on the dinosaurs. And I got to think about the bone. I guess I could. Now his bag is, as you can see, is kind of that light tan canvas, where Charlotte's bag is the white. So I guess I could paint the bone white. And I got a flake of black paint there I don't want. Now I'm also thinking I have these markers here. I'm going to show those to you. And I'm hoping I can just write their names with that. I probably should print it because neither of them can really read. My dog, especially my older dog, Bella, she goes out and lays. It's freezing cold out, and she goes out, puts her tummy right down on our patio stones. It's freezing cold out, and she lays out there like she thinks it's a summer day. I don't know. My husband's always worried. We just got them groomed, and we get them. Their hair grows so fast. We get them cut really short. Doesn't matter what time of year because they grow so fast. And they're not crazy about being brushed. Now I can see here where the canvas is starting to soak in that black, so I'm going to have to go back and touch that up a little bit where it's not solid. And she lays out there like, you know, he's very practical, Holly. Okay, so now I need a good, I didn't put the bone, yeah, okay. I could get my mouse out of the way. All right, so I'm going to keep my hand there because I know that camera is going to go whoop, 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 whoop. I need to spin my wheel. It's got my paints on it. Of course, I've got stuff stacked on the top. Shocker, shocker. Woo! Sorry, girls. I gotta move my hand. Oh, I do love this. I have this bottle of paint is really old. Gamma Green Delta Ceram Coat. Oh my gosh, I love this green. Of course, I'm a green face anyway. Let's see. I think this is avocado. I wonder how close these are in color. I've got that one. Oh, yeah, these are good. I've got that one commercial song in my head. All right, I'm going to do the lighter color up top dinosaur because I've got the dark black here. So I'm going to go let the bottom one go. And this one I'm going to use is Avocado Deco Art. I went into Michael's the other day, and they actually had a little bit of name brand acrylic paint. They have plenty of their brand paint. But I know Rosemary has mentioned it. I've mentioned it. I don't know. Probably a couple other folks have mentioned it too. I'm having a hard time finding acrylic paint. Everybody's sold out of it. And they're not for whatever reason. I asked the girl if she knew what was going on and why they didn't have any. Because you know how they always ask you, did you find everything you were looking for? And I said, no, actually, no. So she said they just haven't restocked, which that just sounds crazy to me. But anyway, I found a few colors, but I'd really like that Harbor Blue, I think it's called. Dee Dee uses it a lot. She turned me on to that color blue, and I did have one bottle of it from a while ago, and oh my goodness, I cannot find it. It's sold out everywhere. But so are a lot of the other colors. But I did get a few bottles of paint, especially when you are, hey Sharon Morlow, good morning. Especially when you were doing jelly printing. Of course, I try to use my cheaper paints for that as well, but I did pick up a metallic blue that I think will look cool in jelly print. And I picked up some onion skin, and I found some tracing paper in my stash. So I want to get some prints on that. I've got a couple of, I think I might need to, maybe if I just do the outline. I've got a couple of journals in the works, so I wanted to maybe do some jelly printing, but specific to the colors and themes that I got going in the books I'm building. So we'll see how that works out. This guy, I can't really see his. Should have pressed a little harder. Of course, I'm using darker colors, but and I don't know if you can see, but this really, your acrylic paint covers that graphite. I think that's what it is on that tracing paper. Where if I did that with a pencil, I probably, even through this green, I probably could see that pencil line a little bit. And then I was thinking, if these look, not too good, or still need something, I could probably stamp a couple of things in the background. Now, I was somewhere, I think it was Goodwill, and I picked up a package of stencils. They're just paper. And that's where I got my unicorn and my rainbow stencil for Charlotte's bag. Now, once I get these little areas done and the outline, I'm going to switch to a bigger brush so I can fill that center and stop messing around here. And I'm going to try to not hyperventilate about putting their names on. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And oh, yes, I could go for something to eat too. I should have done that before I popped on. But I did not. All right, now these markers that my husband picked up for me, 32 markers. It says you can use it on canvas. They're 2mm acrylic paint markers and 1mm, is that what it is? Millimeter? I don't know if that's the correct metal. Oh, Sharon, that's very disappointing. You would think with it being in the holidays, Holly would be a little more agreeable. And the I just opened the markers and shook them up and looked at the colors. I haven't really done anything with them. So I'm thinking I might be able to use them to put their names in and maybe outline some of my images. We'll see how that goes. Now let me get a little bigger of a brush. I'm really kind of scrubbing this in a little bit too. Now I'm going to do darker green down the corner, but I'm not going to do that dinosaur down at the bottom yet. I'm going to see if maybe I can get Jack's name on here. Now, worst comes to worst, and I don't like how this looks. I can take a big hunk of material and just sew it over the top. Backup plan, girls. Backup plan. Woot, woot. Gotta have a backup plan. Oh, I do love green, I gotta tell you. I just think that looks marvelous. It's going to need to be touched up a little bit. And I have a hard time remembering that this is just a little canvas bag to carry their art loot and some goodies or whatever they choose to put in the bag. This is not a Picasso. And this is not for a customer. So I just need to relax a little bit. All right. The brand of these markers, it's called Moxic. I don't know. Girls, never saw it, never heard of it. Oh, that's the back. Moxic. Moxics? Moxics? No idea. Water-based, waterproof, strong coverage. Oh, these are the metal colors. Now, I'm not sure how I can tell what's metal and what's not. So it's just like a paint pen, you know, to start them up. Yeah, it doesn't say that it's toxic. Non-toxic. Okay, can be used on glass, ceramic, porcelain, wood, metal, canvas, plastic, and stone. Woohoo! Now, of course, I'm thinking I'm going to want a dark color here, but let's just do a little. What do I have here that I can, you know, age-old story. You got tons of paper sitting around. You can't ever find one that you want to. Let's find a piece in here. Let's do some testing here. This is what they look like. Oh, okay. So there, of course, that's metallic. And I think I did start most of these. He's not jumping up and down anymore. That can't be good. There we go. We'll do what Aunt Beck says. We're not going to pump it. We'll just hold it. Oh my gosh, look, I put my book right down on my dinosaur. Well, that's not working too well. This may be a bust. Sorry, little dinosaur. Let's see what this green looks like. It might be too much green. Oh my gosh, all this talking about food's not doing me any good. All right, here's a, now this looks like it might be, it shakes several times. You know, I really appreciate the companies that name their markers or their colors. I really like the names of things. I like them to be named, and then as I use them, I get to know the names, and that works in my brain. I guess that doesn't work for everybody's brain. And I just don't know why. Oh, see, now this, no, I guess it doesn't look different. Oh, that's a cool color though. So that's a metallic. I guess that's the silver. But these have no name and no number. I mean, that's just crazy to me. How can you be a no name, no number? Although on the sides it's got numbers, I mean names. So why, I don't see where they put it on the marker itself. Maybe I'm dissing on them a little prematurely, but I don't see. There's a backwards number there on the lid. 24 basic colors. Let's see. Ugh, that metallic bled through. The other ones haven't. Of course, I haven't gotten a good. All right, so this is going to make a really thin, which may not be bad. So the black is pretty good. I just got some new paint pens, and instructions said to hold upright and push the nib in to let the air out before you put it down, and pump the nib slowly. So then you got to get your finger dirty. All right, we're doing it. Shh, I don't hear no air. Shh. This looks like a brown, and I don't know that I did this one before. Oh, there we go. That's a lovely color. All right, maybe I'll use brown. I do have some leaf stencils I might try to use. Maybe I should have put these, well, some of them are face down in the box. Dirty, if it's new, yeah. I see what you're saying. Okay, Deb, I gotcha. I gotcha, girl. All right, so I think I just want to do Jack's bag. Put a dinosaur down here, put a couple of bones down here, and I'm just, makes me nervous doing this. Now, if I do this with a pencil first, this should cover it, and if it doesn't cover it, what do I care, right? I mean, I still want his name. Thank you, Sharon. I don't think this is the best idea I ever had. I had these stickers. These plaid Christmas stickers. 4 nails. But it's just all right. I'm not as happy with my choice as I thought I would be. Okay, here's my other dilemma. I never have a, oh, there's one. Never have a pencil. But the thing of it is, if I do it in pencil and I don't like where it is, then I'm not going to be able to get the pencil off. Just put Jack. It will be easier. Yes. Okay. You could write it on paper and then you could trace it with graphite. Oh, Devin, you are a genius, girl. Girl, 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 girl. Oh, let me grab. Oh, I know I have paper over here. Oh. Why didn't I think of that? That's brilliant. Brilliant. Now, if I could just find a piece of blank paper. Oh, heaven forbid. Seriously, Lori? Okay, this is my problem. Okay. Lori, up close and personal. I'm such a freak that even little scraps of paper I probably have plans for. So, like, I just don't want to write on just any sheet of paper, okay? How stupid is that? I got tons of paper. All right, so I'm thinking I wanted to go and only be about this big, right? And I think I want to put it on let's name on an angle. And I'm still thinking I want to write it, but I really want to print it because they're little. So I'm going to do J. Don't like that already. A, C, K. I have 4 sides to get it the way I want. I get myself so nervous that I just, I'm better off if I don't think about it. But, I think about it too much. Don't like that any better. Am I making anybody crazy? Sorry, girls. You can't see any of them. Okay, they're all horrible. Horrible. Yeah. I can always embellish, right? Yeah, I know. I don't think I'm going to get. Oh, don't get out of bed, Candy. If there's nothing you have to do, stay in there and relax. Block uppercase. Yeah. See, I'm thinking once I get it in there, see, then I can come back in and thicken them up, right? Like that. What do you think? So you could do this thin and then come thicker here. Oh. All right, what do you think, girls? Will that do? All right, here we go. Kids too, okay? He's not going to say, Amma, that looks so silly. He might say, Amma, you're silly, but he's not going to tell me this looks silly. All right. So I've got that. I'm going to get my tracing paper. And get my stylus. Now I'm going to try to use the marker pen to color this in. I can barely see that. I'm going to rub a dub a little harder here, girls. Now those markers say that you can put it on plastic too, so I'm thinking maybe I should put their name on their little pencil box. Now on Charlotte's, where I have the rainbow and the little cloud puffs, if I get real adventuresome, this is true. You're so right, Sharon. I might, of course, I have to look up how to sew them on because I've never sewed them on. I have some iridescent kind of sorry, my brain's kicking out because I'm tracing. Sequins. I was thinking about sewing sequins in the little clouds. Okay, I know you guys can't see that, but let me just take my... Ooh. I thought maybe it would like kind of spray and spatter because the canvas is bumpy. But that's going on pretty nicely. You know how Poscas, if you run those across the rough surface, it kind of like spatters a little bit. This isn't doing that. Although I do love spatter, but I like intentional spatter. Now I'm wondering how long this will take to dry. Boy, my eyes are a little watery this morning, maybe from the cool air. My room's always on the chilly side. Oh, Devin, this was an excellent idea. Oh, it's so great to hang out with smart people and talented people. This K's looking a little... I don't know what I got there. It looks like I got a line or something there. I have no idea what that is. Okay, might be a little wonky. All right, now I'm just going to see how this is filling it in. Hey, that's pretty cool. That works really pretty well. Has anybody ever heard of this brand of paint marker? I guess I can like bring some more ink down occasionally. This is probably roughing up my nib. I wonder if they gave you any. I don't see where it says it. I don't think there's any extra. I guess these aren't where you can replace the nib. All right. Of course, the paintbrush probably would be a little faster, maybe. No. I gotta say, I'm not really looking forward to doing Charlotte's big long name. I had gotten to visit with the littles. Oh, this is a while back, and I had picked up a couple of these little animals. In fact, you know what? I probably already got Charlotte a unicorn, but I think it looked different. I mean, that's got a horn on it, right? But it really doesn't look like, it looks like a llama, horn. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Anyway, I got it because of the horn. Now that I look at it, it really doesn't look like a horse, does it? It looks more like a llama. Anyway, I had gotten Jack a gorilla to hang on their backpacks, and they loved them. So when I saw those, I thought, oh, they can go on their little art bag. So this is what I'm doing. When I shop for them, especially at Christmas, not birthdays, because their birthday's not at the same time. If I get pajamas for one, I get a pair of pajamas for both of them. See what I'm saying? If I get 3 outfits for one, I'm getting 3 outfits for the other one. And I try to match them. I try to match the money too, but mostly I try to match item per item. Now, I know they're little and they probably won't pay attention, but I said to my husband, you know, I don't want one to open up their pajamas while the other one's opening up maybe a toy or a book. And then later they're opening up their, I'd rather them open their pajamas together. So what I did was I took 2 sets of Post-it notes. I took a yellow set and a white set. And Charlotte's yellow and Jack is white. And I put a number on them. And so on their pajama box, I put, say, like the number 1. I know, a llama corn, I never heard of that, right? But that's what it looks like, right? The name of the little thing is called Lana. Lana? Here we go. Yeah. Did you Google that, Dev? A llama corn is very rare. You'll never see them anywhere. Oh my gosh, I love all this little crap. You should see the dinosaur I got him. Oh my gosh. Anyway, um, so then we're just going to scatter their presents around the room, and they have to go find the right number. So I'll say, okay, we're going to open up. I probably am going to go in order. You are genius, Devin. So I'll say, let's open up present number 1. And then Jack, of course, he's little, although he speaks very well, but I'm not sure he can recognize his numbers. He can sing his ABC and all, but Charlotte can always help him find his number 1 package. And, she can wait till he gets his package. They could open them together. So that's what we're going to try. I don't know if my daughter's going to be on board with that, but that's my plan. And then that way they can both open their pajamas together. All right. Now I'm going to maybe, I didn't trace this dinosaur real well either. But I want that darker green on him. And then I guess I'm going to put a couple of bones down here. So this is my camel green. So I'm going to put this guy quick. Right, quick. Hey, Jane. Thanks for coming. I'm going to use my camel green. Thank you, Holly, for thinking about my emotional being. But it's okay. I mean, I knew it just didn't register. Okay. I've kind of been on overload here a little bit. All right, so let's see. We've got his head here. My goodness, my one eye is really quite watery today. Where's my stencil? That might be a little helpful. Whoa, Moxie, don't fall over. Excuse me. Okay, so he's just got a little loopy head. He's just got a little loopy head. Here's his belly. Of course, I could put it over there. This is going to make a mess, I'm telling you right now. See how anal I am? Goodness me. Of course, I could have used it like a real stencil, right? All right, that's the part I really couldn't see very well. Oh, really, Susan? Like when you were a kid growing up? That's what you did? Hey, Angie, how you doing? Oh, Jean, happy Hanukkah. All right, so let's see. We've got these little spikes, I guess. I have this commercial in my head. I love this song. They say, "This is how we do it." Why? Why do I have that in my head? Goodness me, I should have some Christmas carols in my head. Oh, girls, I'm a struggle. I'll be the first to tell you. Struggle. Well, I think Santa's coming. I was just telling Holly, and I hear the sirens in our old neighborhood and in this neighborhood. Santa comes around the neighborhood on a fire truck, and I hear the sirens. Here he comes. I don't know. Can you hear the sirens? Here comes Santa. Of course, I'm in the which is really funny. I'm in a 55 plus community. My dogs are liable to go crazy when the fire truck goes by. Might take them a while till they get actually on our street. But when my kids were growing up, they would throw candy canes and there'd be firefighters in the first couple of cars or trucks, and then the fire truck, and then wave to all the kids. It was fun. It just cracks me up that they do it here. I mean, my husband and I are, well, he's really close to sneaking up on 70, and we're the young kids here. Okay. And it's funny that they do that for our elderly community. All right. Now, in our old neighborhood, where we raised our kids, it was always Christmas Eve. It wasn't this early, and they did, the whole community really. It was their whole day. These firefighters, which in Pennsylvania, at least where I was, it's all volunteer. That guy's looking a little cute, I think. It's a little cute little dino. Now, when I go to Charlotte's bag, we've got the cloud and the rainbow. I don't know that I'm going to do a traditional rainbow. She loves blue. I'm thinking about doing different shades of blue. Do you think that's a little too weird, girls? I love to wrap presents. I used to do a lot of fancy stuff wrapping, but actually, to tell you the truth, I think I'm the only one that really enjoyed it and appreciated it, so I don't really do it anymore. I did just wrap one for my husband's work, for his Pollyanna, and oh, Sharon, don't put that in my head. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be singing that. Okay, so I'm going to take this bag and put it aside. Let those things dry. Oh, I apologize for the blur. Let's put the little llama chick there. And I need to get another piece of cardboard just in case. Excuse me. Okay. There we go. I'm taking a little sip of water. I apologize if there's any gulping. All right, so I'm thinking about different shades of blue for my what this is called up here, rainbow. Woo! Girls. Let's see, now I want to make sure it's only got, because on the unicorn, I think I'll put colors in its tail because the bag is white. I'm going to do some, maybe that metallic silver on the horn. Oh, I'm sorry. The last dino. I'm sorry. That's what Holly was saying. I wasn't in frame. Oh, there he is. It's going to need something, some stamping or some spattering or something. And then you can see where this guy, where the canvas has sucked up the paint, I'm going to have to go back in and give him a little something, something. And I'll put some bones down here to carry the dog theme. A couple little bones, or maybe I might do a paw print or something under there. So we'll see how that. I'm just going to put this aside and let those. It's drying pretty quickly. That other dinosaur is dry. So here's my question for you, girls. Help me decide. Um, do I do traditional rainbow colors and start with the what is it? Red, orange, yellow. This just has. Where's my And I was thinking about putting some funky. Oh, I could put some of these leaves on Jack's too. Oh, heavens. I'm trying to keep my. Oh, let's do that. I'm trying to keep my hand there so it doesn't blur and make everybody. Oh, I could put stars on for Charlotte's too. Okay, so here's my little stencil that I used. I think I got these at the Goodwill, and there were like 5 or 6 different things in there. But see the little rainbow? So it's just got 1, 2, 4 little arcs, right? So let's have a vote. Traditional rainbow colors or do them in shades of blue. I would have paint all over the logo. No, you would not. Or do okay, so that's the choice. Let's see. Who says hi Mrs. Gigi. Thanks for coming in. Unicorn colors, yes. So we're talking pink, blue, yellow. Traditional, we got to vote for traditional. I really do like the I like the idea of the unicorn. So if I do unicorn colors and I do pink, purple, pink, purple, yellow, blue. Yes, Gigi, I think I'm one. Oh, aqua's a good choice too, Jane. Okay, girls, let's go. Okay, I'm going to move this over and try not to get my bag in this other paint. I am running out of room. Oh, you know what, girls? I have these lovely markers. Did I show you these markers? All right, look, here's the pink. And another pink. Ooh, this might be metallic. See, it's got this shimmer on the cap. Let's see here. We've got lavender. 2 shades of yellow. And we've got some purple. Oh, look at our choices. Look at all those choices of purple. What did I say? Blue. Ooh, they look metallic as well. Okay, so this is a metallic pink. And then we've got these lovely metallics here. I don't think I have, although that might be a shimmer in the yellow. And that looks like a shimmer. So let's go with these. Let me make way. And I think I want to start with my pink. I don't think I traced that on very well. Maybe I should go from the top down. So I want pink, yellow, no, pink, purple, yellow, blue. Hi, Bootsy. I don't know if I know you. All right, everybody's saying hi to Roy. Oh, that's Roy. Okay. Hi, Roy. I don't think I knew your stage name, if you will. Thanks for coming in, Roy. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm just going to say right here at the very beginning, she's going to love this shimmer. She is almost soulmate when it comes to glitter and stuff like that. Her father hates glitter. From the time she was little, I was buying her sparkly things, and her dad, rightfully so, said to me, you know, Mom, she's little. She can get that stuff in her eyes. Oh, and he was exactly right. I think they're very close to getting on my street. If you've just joined us and you hear all the sirens, don't be alarmed. It's Santa Claus. I can't believe my dogs aren't like having a hissy fit with the noise. I don't know if you girls can really see this color. Wait a minute, I'm going to pick it up in a second. Oh, I shouldn't say girls now. I have to say you folks, because Roy's in the house. Thank you for keeping me company while I'm doing this. Okay, I'll try to not say any make any loud noises or gestures with my voice. I don't know, can you see the shimmer? I don't know if you can see it. It's a little dark in spots. I don't think that really. Oh, you know what? I know I'm going to end up putting that bag in that paint. And then Susan's going to have jinxed me. I'm going to end up putting that llama in the paint. Okay, so now I wanted pink, purple, so yellow is next. I think this might be shimmery yellow. Let's see. I can't believe how nicely this is working and not spattering color all over the place. I really am surprised. I mean, I'm rubbing down fairly, I mean, I'm not being gentle. This kind of looks greenish to me, but it's really yellow. It might be that a little bit of the graphite is causing it a little discoloration. I'm gonna give that a little press. Oh, the dogs are starting to growl a little bit. my little one. I say little one, she's really the older dog. She's 10 years old, but she's only 7 pounds. She was awake most of the night. She has a health issue and she struggles for for some for some air. Oh, I see. It's at Dad's home. I'm wondering if I should maybe outline those in the darker shade of the color I'm using. All right, I'm going to use this shimmery pink. Yeah, it's hard to watch her. It really is hard to watch her. But it's very expensive to get the surgery, and she's old. Her life expectancy is only 12 to 15 years. I'm streaming, babe. How'd you make out?
Great.
Good. Thanks. So, has anybody had experience with, hi, Gail. Good morning. Has anybody had experience with sewing on sequins? Like I can watch a video, I know that, but is it difficult to do that? Because I'm thinking about filling in the clouds with sequins. I just bought myself an embroidery hoop. I had them years ago, but of course got rid of all that stuff. I mean, they're little. They're so little, and there's so many of them stacked together. I just can't imagine that's wouldn't be a nightmare, but I'll Google, see what it looks like, and then I'll decide. But I know she would love. I'm sure she would love how the sequins would look. This one's real thin here. All right, I think I'm going to outline the cloud anyway. And I probably should do blue. Let me do the blue. Roy, have you sewn on sequins? Will it make me crazy? Or will I be okay watching a video? I sew on sequins by hand, and it's easy if you have good eyes and no arthritis. Well, well, I guess I can try and then see how it goes. Okay. Now I'm going to take all these colors and put them in the, let those dry a little bit. I don't know if they'll need another coat. She loves blue, so I'm going to outline the tail in blue. I got to tell you, I'm getting more excited about this. Of course, maybe it's because this is the girl part. Maybe I'll outline the whole unicorn in blue. Am I in frame here? And I'm going to give it blue hooves, color in a little blue hoof. Let's see. Note to self, press harder the next time you do this. I think I'm going to have to come back in there and get that back leg in. I didn't, oh, there's the end of the hoof there. So if I go like that, this came this way, down. This is dangerous, girls. Dangerous. I mean, folks. Sorry, Roy. I don't usually have any fellas with me when I'm streaming. Okay. The sequin to the back of the fabric and knot it. Oh, like a French knot, Roy? Is that what I would use? I actually enjoy the process, Lori. I'd watch a video. Okay. If I'm sewing on a single sequin or there being a thread, I'll pass through the sequin and then. Oh, a seed bead. I've got those, Roy. Okay, will do. Great. Thanks, Roy. Oh, a seed bead. Okay. I really didn't do very well here with the hooves. Let me see here. I think I'm going to do silver for the horn. I'll tell you what, I'm sure other marking pens will be just as fine. Other paint pens will be just as fine. But this is great. This is so, I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with a paintbrush. I got to tell you, I am. But with the drag on the canvas surface, the paintbrush, and the way that the canvas was sucking in the acrylic paint, it doesn't seem to be doing it so much with this. This is really great. All right, where did I put that silver? This is a darker, like a silvery gray, but I'm going to go for it. Hey, Debbie. Thanks for stopping in. Happy Sunday. All right. The horn's not very big, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to take the variety of these colors that I used. Once this dries a little bit, I think I'm going to put my stencil back on and try to get the bottom of the legs in a little better. And then maybe I should put a heart on its backside, or now this is where I'll mess it up here, doing the hair. Let's get some yellow in. She likes yellow. Just going to do a rainbow kind of. I should have looked at a real horse. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong horse. Okay. So I'm going to go like this. Now that I got a little bit of spritz in there. I didn't do the tail. Good job, Anne. I'm very envious. Very envious. Well, apparently last year I cleaned out our bag and box bag for Christmas and got rid of a lot of the boxes, which of course I mostly bought clothing for my daughter, for our daughter, I should say. And yeah, no boxes. And I don't want to put everything in bags, especially for the kids. Once again, I'm a struggle. All right, I think I want to put, I guess this is the purple I used. Deb, of course, again, a great idea using the unicorn colors, I think. The purple's really kind of a lot like there's other colors. Let me see. I think I'm going to add this little one with a little bit more color, a little darker. I don't want to fuss with it too much and have it get out of control. Put a little something there for the eye. I need my blue. I guess I could hit it with my heat gun. Oh, that's not going to smear. Let's see, get the right one here. I just want to get that, those front two legs a little better. Oh, that's better. Much better. Thank you very much. Let's see, an hour and a half. I'm not really so much concerned about time today because I'm not sure anybody else comes on until later. And I just need to get this project done. All right, now I have this stencil. It's got stars. So I want to put some stars in here. Different sizes. Whoop. You don't want to do that, girls. If you're going to be rough with your stencil, you might want to washi tape it down. That looks cute. Okay, so let's do she really does like blue. So I'm going to do a blue star. Boy, I'll tell you what, I should have used this paint marker to do those puppy prints. Hi, Barbara. Thank you for coming. Glad you're here. We got a nice little crowd here this morning. Is Nashua still here? Did you ever tell me what time it is where you are, Nashua? Is it Egypt? I'm not sure if I got that right. Yes, I am going to outline them, and I'm going to put some dots or something on the dinos. I'm wondering how this these paint markers would work over top of the dinosaur, because I have those, you know, the metallic colors. I'm thinking about some metallic dots on the dinosaurs. Okay, I think we need a purple. Mama likes purple. 8 hours ahead. Okay. Okay, 8 hours ahead. I'm a little dyslexic. When it comes to time zones and stuff, I have a hard time keeping them straight. Of course, I can't really read a clock either, so. But I can color. Oh, I did a line there. Didn't want that line there. I got lazy dragging my marker. Don't drag your marker. So I guess most of us are just wrapping at this point, right? I could go for a little pot pie. Actually, I could go for a little lunch. What time? Yeah, it is lunchtime. For me, anyway. All right, I'm going to see, I've got this line here. I'm going to make it look like it's supposed to be here. And I'm going to make a heart. All right, now I got to find another piece of paper and do Charlotte's name and trace it on. It's just so white, girls. I'm definitely going to spatter these babies. And I think I want to put some leaves on Jack's. And I'll do a little bit of the dark purple here, and I think I'll put pink on the inside of this heart. We've got a regular pink there. I'll do pink. I really like the rainbow. I think it looks cute with those little clouds. Brunch, more brunch, and less lunch, whatever that means. Well, Sharon and I would have had probably brunch if Holly would have made us pancakes. Okay, but she refused. Just saying. All right, now I have to decide what color I want to put Charlotte's name in. Any ideas? Holly, Devin, Sharon, Candy. Come on, girls. I don't think I want black or brown, right? I wonder what it would look like if I did a little bit of, yeah, do you think it's too much purple? Things that have that big purple star. I guess that really doesn't matter, really, does it? I wonder if this would show up. Oh, I don't want this. I want the shimmery pink. Put. Oh. Girls, I just dropped that. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Okay. Now, I need to find a piece of paper. And I want Charlotte. Or do I want, maybe I want Charlotte this way. Not at an angle in this bag. I do think it looks rather cute. Can you see the uni right down there? Really quite cute, actually. And if I put sequins on there, I mean, really, it'll probably take me a month of Sundays to get the, but maybe I could just do a line of them. Although I would, oh, turquoise, yes, turquoise. Girlfriend, okay, I don't have a turquoise marker, I don't think. Let's see what this is, but I can do paint. I can do paint. This is how we do it. Okay, I need to find a piece of paper that I can use. Sorry, I should start singing Christmas. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. More white. Just what you need. More white. All right. Let's see. The thing with Charlotte is getting it. It's such a long name. Getting it like a straight line. Straight line in it. Let's see if I can. Of course, to get a straight line, you got to draw a straight line. That's always a challenge as well for me. I can do a lot of things. Drawing a straight line and cutting a straight line is not one of them. And I have several see-through rulers. Of course, I don't see any of them. Here we go. I think here's one. Trying not to have a craft-a-lunch. All right, so this I can line up, I think. Get myself a straight line. All right. So we're going to do, and I like to do, all right, so I'm going to do, I had a Stabilo pencil here that would really show up better. I apologize, but the kitchen staff has just arrived and it's making a big noise out in the kitchen. We can hear you, kitchen staff. Okay, let's see. I have a wonderful kitchen staff, I gotta tell you. You know what, Barbara? I think you're right, but I really am so anal about this. All right, it's CHARLOTTE 9. CHARL. So I need my L about here. All right. CHARL. Oh, and see, look, I'm way above the line. TTE. So this needs to be bigger. Not thrilled with that one. Oh my gosh. My husband cooks all the meals. I mean, I cook on a very rare occasion. He cleans up. If I told you everything he did, you would really have quite a poor opinion of me. I am the resident slug for sure. I did more when the kids were little, but not a lot more. Okay. All right, let's see. So we're going to do the L about here. C H A R L O T T A. All right, now we're going to come back in and make that narrow and then thick. I can make that a little taller. Narrow and thick. We'll go this way and this way, hopefully. Yeah, did I ever tell you the story of her name? My son-in-law is a little squeamish with, well, any like medical things. So, of course, Charlotte being their first, They knew they were having a girl. They told us they were having a girl, but they would not tell us what they were going to name her. And I had said to them, well, if you're afraid that you're not going to be able to make it without fainting during delivery, and you want, I will go into the delivery room with you. I really didn't think that that would really come to pass. But they said yes, that I could come into the delivery room with them. So I was part of the team. So we get in there. My daughter did just, I mean, I have to say, she was marvelous. And so she's in labor, and we're waiting, and she's having contractions and all that stuff. And I say, I'm part of the team, so what are we naming her? And my son-in-law says, no, the deal is you don't get to know what her name is until she's born. And I'm like, I'm part of the team. He's like, sorry, Mom, you're going to wait like everybody else. So I was a little bummed about that. So the kid's born, right? And they tell me that they're naming her Charlotte. And I said, what's her middle name? And Andrew, my son-in-law, said to my daughter, should we go with choice number 1 or choice number 2? And she said, whatever you decide, it's fine. So he said, okay, her name is Charlotte L. Okay. And it was a blonde moment, I guess. And I said, L? She's having a letter, an initial for her middle name? And he's like, no, Mom, E-L-L-E. Hello. So they really call her Charlotte L quite a lot. But I other than that movie, Legally Blonde, which, was definitely a blonde moment for me, I never really heard of that. And I know Elle Macpherson, but that would never have occurred to me. All I could think it was just she was getting a letter L for her middle name. Anywho, it was a fabulous experience. I had C-sections, so I really never even saw my own kids born because they had a little like tarpy thing up. And it was just wonderful. So I love my grandson desperately, but I just feel like I have a special connection with my granddaughter. And I think that's largely because I was there when she was born. This probably could, well, I can fatten these up if I need to when I start to paint them in. Now, if I go with a lighter turquoise, I can outline it in a darker, or I could, I wonder how hard it would be to, see, I'm getting carried away. I really should just get this done and get back to my wrapping. I always like to peek and make sure I have it before I move we're good. And we're good. All right, now Let's do a medium. Let's do a medium turquoise here. Desert turquoise is one of my favorites. And I have one of those that's open. This is a new one. Get my little painty dish if I can remember where I put it. I moved it out of the way. Holly, where did I put my little paint bubble? I moved it out of the way. And I moved it so well. I don't see it now. Oh, you know what? Maybe no, that was I heard something fall. Whoops, sorry. Oh, did I wake up Susan? How did that happen, Holly? How did you know? Well, Ella, Ella would have registered. It was the L that it's over there. Oh, thanks, Hol. I know I said I'm going to put this aside because I'm going to end up putting my bag in it, but wherever I put it, oh, it's probably wherever my missing black paint is. You know what? I'm going to do a no-no. I'm going to just dip into my lid. Because I know if I put this out on my work mat, I'm going to stick my hand in it or the bag's going to go in it. And then I'm going to really be upset with myself. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this little thin brush. This is all like dry already. So that's good. And I'm just going to start. Boy, I'll tell you what, you can just see, at least I can, see that paint sucking into that canvas. It's so funny. Well, not ha funny, just, funny. I don't know, we'd be lost without our Holly. She keeps us on the up and up. I wonder if Sharon got a package. Sharon, did you come back? Who was at the door? I know, right? It creeps up on you, Roy. I'll tell you. I can't believe my kids are as old as they are. Well, I'm still hoping that my son will find someone to share his life with, but so far we had it. He was an almost, but I think really he dodged a bullet there, but he was brokenhearted for quite a long time. Excuse me. And he's 34, and our daughter's 35. They're 14 months apart. But I was older when I got married. I was 31. Well, 30, 31, old. And I was hoping to have more than 2 children, but our son was quite a handful. Even from the time he was little, he never stopped moving. And well, we just had the 2, and so we had them 14 months apart. And I was thinking we had a few more children. I didn't want to be, super old having them. But anyway. Now, this canvas bag is much finer, feels much finer than the other bags. So if you decide to maybe do something like this and you're going to pick up a canvas bag, maybe that's something to keep in mind if you're going to be using paint on it. Check the texture of the bag, the fabric, because really the paint is going on so much easier on this bag. It's still soaking it in pretty good, but the brush is easier to use than it was on the other bag. Oh, Candy. Well, I guess when you think of it too, Candy, you could say you had a lot more children than we did because you were a teacher, right? I know it's not the same, but you touched a lot of lives, I'm sure. And put your fingerprint on their lives, as many teachers do. I made that H so tall. I'm thinking maybe I should make my L a little taller. Just don't want it to get too wide. Might put a little kick on the end here, though. A little kick. All right, so I have my wrapping to finish. I have these bags to finish. And I've got a couple more knitting projects, maybe 2 sets of mittens to finish. We'll see. We'll see how that, if I get the measurements from my daughter, we'll see how that might work out. I have one scarf finished, another one just about finished. I'm thinking I need something dangling from maybe the letter C. My grandmother, my dad's mom, always made what she called a Dutch bread. I can't explain it. It has yeast in it. It's got raisins in it, and it's not a bread like you would eat a sandwich on. It's sweeter than that, but it's not real sweet. And apparently, it's an ordeal to make them. It was like a family tradition. In my husband's family, his sister always made krishikis, which is a really thin cookie covered with powdered sugar that you have to roll. Like she used to put them through a pasta maker, and then you tie a knot in them and you deep fry them. But in my family, it was this Dutch bread that it's not Christmas morning if we didn't have our Dutch bread. So my mom took over that role when my grandmother was too old to do it and then passed. And my mom took over that tradition. We just love it. Well, now my mom's going to be 90, so she's not making the Dutch bread anymore. My sister Nancy is really the Martha Stewart of our family, you could say. And so she made her first batch of Dutch bread the other day. They look beautiful. Of course, Nancy's she's very hard on herself. I don't know where she gets that. Anyway, they look beautiful. I'm sure they taste fine, but I need to go pick mine up. So I'm going to do that Tuesday. So I've got that to do, but that'll be easy. I'll do my shift at the co-op and then I'll take a run over to Pennsylvania and get my Dutch bread. And then I'm thinking I might do a drive-by and drop off. I did a Christmas ornament for each of my grandchildren and then my daughter and son-in-law. So I'm thinking they probably should have those before Christmas. So Colleen doesn't live too far from my sister Nancy, so I could really get that done all Tuesday. We'll see how that plays out. But I'm thinking by Christmas Eve, I should be able to just relax and, maybe color or do whatever I want, which is really not usually the case. Usually, of course, I've in years past had several craft fairs, that I was finishing up or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if you would find anything. I don't know. I don't think it was my grandmother's. I don't think she made up the recipe. But I mean, I think you have to let the dough rise a couple times and you punch it down and it has to sit in the pans and rise for an hour and a half. No, we just use regular flour. At least my grandmother's version. In fact, I don't even have the recipe. Nancy said she has like 3 or 4 recipes she's gotten from my mom over the years, and I think they're all different. But I know at the end, adding the extra, you have to add flour at the end, and she burned out one of her hand mixers trying to get it to incorporate. And we just slice it thin. Now, my dad always toasted his, but we just sliced it thin and put butter on it. And instead of my mom having to cook something Christmas morning for breakfast, we would just have our Dutch bread, and it just became a tradition. Of course, oh yes, I am very lucky, Gail. We live next door to my grandmom and grandpop, so we should just run across the yard and go get our Dutch bread. But she gave them to everybody. My grandmother cooked them for all her brothers and family and neighbors. I mean, she would make at least, I'd say at least 20 loaves of Dutch bread. And then when my mom took that, over, she was making them for my dad's cousins, and it was just like everybody. I mean, my uncle, he had moved, oh gosh, 4 hours away, Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. I think it's at least 4 hours from where my mom and dad lived, and where my mom still lives. And she would ship it. My Uncle Fred would say, I'll eat it even if it's stale. I got to have my Dutch bread. Um, so, so I'm looking forward to my Dutch bread. All right, kids, let's see. If I dangle, maybe I could dangle from here and put like a little moon. Let's see. Let's use, let's try to make it look like, oh, this one was really juicy. Got a little bit of a puddle there. I might be able to go over that. Make it like that. And I'm going to get this really bright yellow. Is that close to Wellsboro? Roy, that sounds like it might be. Just lost my uncle last year. Okay, so I probably should put this on an angle. Nope, it's not charged. Let me see if I can get some paint down. Oh, this is a nice yellow. I hope that looks like a moon and not a banana. a banana wouldn't. Wilkes-Barre. A good old Pennsylvania word. Roy, where are you? Are you in Pennsylvania? I'm not sure that looks like a moon. But I am loving the bag. Now, I think I definitely want to spatter. Of course, spatter, it makes a mess. We live just, oh, okay. So you're in the in that like tri-state kind of area. Long Island. Okay, thank you, Dev. Oh, don't you just love your Cuisinart? Charlotte is 5, going on 35. I'll tell you a quick story about Charlotte. Okay, so I did my drive-by a week or so ago, dropped off some things, and I had a Cuisinart right when I was married. We got it as a wedding gift, and oh my gosh, I used that for years. For years, pie crust, all kinds of stuff. It made pie crust like a walk in the park. Anyway, so my grandson was very excited because his dad had put Christmas lights around their trees out in the front yard. And he was telling me all about the Christmas lights. And then I got the lesson from Miss Charlotte that, if it rains and the ground is very wet, we cannot put the Christmas lights on. And I said, oh, okay. I said, but what if it snows? And she said, well, if it snows, it will be fine. We can have the lights on if it snows. And I said, well, what if the snow melts and the ground is all wet? And within seconds, she looked at me and she said, Amma, if the snow is melted, we really don't need Christmas lights on, do we? Okay. So that's our 5-year-old. Yeah, I would just put in like, I think it was, if I remember correctly, like a cup and a quarter of flour in my Cuisinart, and I would freeze my stick of butter and then just cut that up in chunks and throw it in and pulse it till you get that where it looks like coarse meal, like the little pebbles. And then I would have ice cubes in a measuring cup and I think it was just a quarter cup of ice water. And I would put the water in the ice and get it real cold and then measure out my quarter cup and then just drizzle it while I'm was pulsing and drizzle it down through the feed tube. And man, once that became a ball, you took that baby out, let it rest, and then roll it. The pie crust was always terrific. Okay, so I was thinking about outlining the rainbow, but you know, I kind of like it the way it is. So now I think I'm going to pick out some colors to spatter and try not to make too big of a mess. And I would love to have, I said this, I think in one of the streams the other day, I would love, love, love to have a Vitamix because you can do the soup in there. And oh my gosh, I would love to have that. Yes, exactly. You are exactly right, Barbara, because it was a pain to get it out. I have a little Ninja that I use now. It's just the two of us. Of course, I'm not making pie crust in that. But you know what? I even use that to chop up my chicken because my arms aren't so great with the chopping. Okay, so I'm going to tuck my handles in. And I think I want to maybe not spatter inside my cloud. So I'm just going to take a couple little and kind of protect that area a little bit. I'm really not caring too much about other stuff. Maybe I don't want the, you know, I don't even think I'm going to worry about the unicorn getting spattered. I should really care about my computer getting spattered. So I'm going to just put some stuff around to protect that. A little drink. And I'm going to get a number 2 long brush. And I'm going to really saturate that up. And I'm going to use pink and purple. And I'm going to use this turquoise I have here. And let's see how it goes. I'm so glad I'm getting these done. I'm going to do a little tester here on my leaf. So if you've not done this before, you want to kind of get your paint to a milky kind of a consistency. You don't want it too runny. Not so much on the canvas, I don't think, but on paper, if you were doing this, it would probably not drip, but like bleed out and look like, you know, blurry and not good. Right, that's true. Especially if you have a KitchenAid. Oh my gosh. You could do damage lifting a KitchenAid out of a bottom cabinet and picking it up and getting it on the... I should do this. And then you just want to keep reloading. I add a little water, reload, water, reload. I think this will just help take away a lot of the white starkness. Actually, I'm okay with tapping it, I think, with my finger. Let's get some maybe bigger splats. I do really love splatter. Okay, so now that's good. I think that's enough of that color. And I want to keep my paint brush pretty wet. Let's see if I can. See, I shouldn't put anything on the top of my paint wheel. I think I'm going to take this here lavender. It's a Deco Art. And it's a nice shade of purple. You probably can't tell. I'm not sure purple really. I know this is playing with fire here, putting my paint right on my work surface. I got something there that I don't want. A little bit of something, something. Get that out of my paint. And then I'm getting dangerously close to my bag. I usually test it like down in my trash can. But I've got this envelope protecting my keyboard, and I'm thinking, if I spatter on an envelope, how big can that be, right? This purple is a lot thicker than that teal. And you really can't tell a whole lot of difference there. Well, maybe I should have covered up my moon. And I definitely need some pink. And let's go with this. This is a folk art. This will be thicker too. This is called Tickled Pink. Let me cap up this. Clean off my turquoise. I mean, I don't mind blue. I'm not like some people are crazy about blue. I know she went to the door. I'm wondering if Sharon got a package and she didn't come back. But I have been appreciating the blues lately and oranges. Ooh, I love orange. All right, let's see. We'll get a little bit of pink. I always put out way too much paint. When I was doing ceramics and had ladies come into my house for ceramic classes, my gosh, they drove me crazy because, oh boy, this is like super bubblegum Pepto-Bismol pinky. Charlotte will love it. The ladies always put out too much paint. It used to drive me crazy, but I do the same thing. It's really kind of hard not to. I don't know, folks. This is not showing up the way I had hoped. I don't know if you guys can even see it. Can you even see any of the spatter? Oh, I think I'm just going to say this is good. I'm going to sit it over on the other table. You can see it? Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, I'm pleased with it. I think she'll like it. And then I have a little llama corn to hang on it. So I think I'm going to call this one done. Now we're going to get Jack's bag. I'm just going to take some paper toweling and cover up my mess over there. Actually, I could do this too, just for a quick fix so I don't get my bag in there. I can't tell you how many different occasions I've had like an ink pad open and I'm working on a project and then a piece of paper gets shoved on the ink pad or a piece of fabric, and oh my gosh, it just sucks up that, and then I ruin it because I'm not paying attention. All right, so let's see. I have this gold of this paint marker thing, and let's see if it is gonna. Yeah. That's not too bad. Of course, I was going to put more paint in this, which I didn't do. I can paint around the dots. Right? Still have that silly song in my head from that commercial. Goodness. I hate when that happens. Oh, he looks cute. Now, what if I wonder if they gave me a white in this. Surely there's a white, right? Surely there's a white. I wonder how bad this would look. Or maybe I need a metallic. Well, I didn't do the white. I don't know if I really want to. That's silver. I don't think I want that. Ooh, orange. Girls, boys, friends, countrymen. What if I outline those with a little orange? Maybe a bit too much, but I gotta tell you, I like it. I like it. Now what I want to do is pick a green. I can go back in there and put some more of that gold on there, I think. I wonder if there's a darker green. I don't think that'll work. Maybe a gray. Oh, maybe this will work. This is a darker green. Maybe this is an olive green. I think I don't know if I loaded this one. I can't tell. Sometimes, oh, I almost dipped that in my drinking water. Sometimes I find if I just tip the edge of the marker in some water, kind of moistens the tip, the paint goes down better. Miss Sharon, calling Miss Sharon to the front of the store. It's not a store. Front of the art room. Okay, I'm just going to outline this sky with this. It's a little lighter. It's okay. starting to flow better now. And I can come back in and with that darker paint and kind of fill in the spotty areas where the fabric drank up all the paint. Okay, that looks okay. And where's that black? Oh, that's not black. I'm thinking about outlining his name. And I'm also thinking about picking out a crazy color and making swirls all around this bag. I wanted to put the bones on though too, didn't I? Now, where did I put the, where did I put that stencil? Here we go. I guess really it could look like a dinosaur bone, really, right? All right, so where's my pencil? Let's do this. Oop. I was doing good, and then I had a little bit of slippage. All right, we got a bone going that way, and maybe we'll do a bone. I don't want them to look like a skull and crossbones. Do one here. And then these cardboard stencils that I have. I've got a couple of, there's at least one leaf here that kind of looks like it would be a dinosaur. Kind of a leaf. Let's see. I put that there. I'm thinking about this way too much for a couple of bags for kids to put their crap in. But it's fun, right? All right, so even if I just outline this, it might be good. I have a really nice fern stencil that I use with my jelly plate, but it's huge. I want to dig that out. That might be okay. See, I can just outline that. And now see, the top of this pineapple to me looks like, okay, chat's not moving, so I hope I still have company. Should move my markers off my keyboard. This kind of looks cute, I think. Will look like some brush in Dinosaur World, or should we say Jurassic Park. I can't believe the difference in this canvas versus the other bag. Funny. I don't know why that's funny to me, but oh yes, that's excellent. Let's see. Do we need another one? Okay, it's just me and you, Hall. Okay, putting everybody to sleep. This is how we do it. Maybe I'll leave well enough alone. Oh my gosh, yes. And this poor kid, I think he's always in trouble. I think he's always in timeout. Well, my son-in-law's always been he's a stay-at-home dad, and he has a business. He's a web designer, very talented, and but he's one of these kind of guys that he's so good with the kids, but even from the time that they've been really little, he explains everything. So these kids know more than I'll ever hope to know. I mean, I went in there one time, into their home one time. It was not too long after they had moved. So Charlotte was only 3. Okay. Jack wasn't in the picture. And there was painter's tape all over the one wall. They hadn't even hung pictures yet. And it looked like a crime scene. I'm like, okay, what's going on there? And my son-in-law said, well, I was explaining to Charlotte how a prism works, and we had the prism hanging in the bay window, and this is where, I mean, he is a great dad. And so these kids really have been taught to think and figure things out. But with that comes, a host of the other issues, because Charlotte still thinks she's in charge. And of course, my daughter and my son-in-law, Charlotte was 3, and my daughter said to her, Charlotte, it would really be great if you could remember some of the things that mommy and daddy tell you. Okay, so my thing right there was, okay, she's 3. Okay, I mean, how much do you want her to remember? Okay, she's 3. But Charlotte's response was, well, maybe, oh, okay, thanks, Hal. Maybe you could write me a note. And my daughter said, oh, okay, that's a good idea. But you can't read. Oh, right, Charlotte said. Never mind. Anyway, all right. Holly just told me that Tanya is on, and I would like to go over there and see what she's up to, as I'm sure many of you would like to go over there. So I'm going to continue to work on my bags. Thank you so much for keeping me company while I'm getting another task marked off of my list that has to be done before Christmas. I do appreciate you hanging out with me. And if I don't see you anywhere in the chat or on any of the streams, please have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Stay safe, Enjoy your time with your family, even though it may be limited or at a distance. I just pray you all have a wonderful holiday, and would like you to remember to keep the reason for the season in mind. As for me and my family, we celebrate the birth of our Savior. So thanks all for being here, and don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon. Love you. Take care. Bye bye.